What is up, my howlers? Wolfuglator here, and today we're going to be doing the first official episode of Can There Be a Horror Cinematic Universe? So, if you guys want to know what this whole series is about, well, go watch the introduction because I even made a video for that and a playlist so you guys can see that and kind of know what the series is about. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the introduction, go watch that first. But if you guys already seen that and you guys are watching this episode or the first episode, then stay tuned. But yeah, what I would do, this is the first, like I said, it's just different routes, and they're essentially movie pitches. Like how would I continue this? What I would do is I would continue after. I would name it first. I would name this film Freddy vs. Jason 2, and maybe it'll take place like not right after Freddy vs. Jason 2, but like maybe a week or a month after the movies. So what would happen is that I guess we'll get like a cool little. The way the movie will begin is that it will take us back to the end of Freddy vs. Jason 2 with, a quick rerun of Freddy and Jason fighting, and like the ending that we get, which is with Jason coming out of the water and holding Freddy's head. So I would use that. Jason would just continue his life on Camp Crystal Lake because you can't kill Jason. He's immortal, and every time you kill him, he's just gonna become more powerful than he was before. So yeah, he's just doing his thing. Anyone who steps on his territory, you're dead. So yeah, but Freddy, he just returned to the dream realm like always. He's always in the dream realm. Every time you kill him, he returns there, but he's weaker than ever. So, but yeah, after this, after you know the events of that, I would just show like Jason, killing people. I guess like a quick, little short scene with him killing people, like always. He's Jason. What else does Jason do? And because because of the events of Freddy versus Jason 2, Freddy versus Jason, Springwood has become more cautious and have no idea what they should do. So also while that was happening, Weston Hills, you guys probably remember Weston Hills from the movie, they're in a kind of a predicament and don't have any more like hypnocell, so that's bad. So on the patients that are taking it, you know what they are. They basically you take it, it represses your dreams. You don't have the ability to dream anymore. So of course, since they can't get it soon, due to the destruction of our hockey mask monster, they must I would make it like where like they must transfer the patients to like another hospital while they are rebuilding the one they have right now, because they don't want to risk anyone escaping because they're also the security has probably gotten destroyed from Jason as well. So they're kind of in a really bad predicament right now. So what would happen is that of course, this should be obvious is that of course some patients are going to start, going crazy because they just found out about what happened to their Weston Hills, and they would. What I would do is maybe a couple of them can break out, and as that happens, basically the patients start being more exposed to what's happened recently with the murders, which with Jason and again, remember I don't remember if you guys in Freddy vs. Jason where they keep saying, oh yeah, because the cops or all the people of Springwood who know Freddy Krueger, and they don't want to bring it up because if they hear his name, they're gonna start remembering, and that's literally why he needed Jason in the movie because people start remembering who he was. Like if you don't remember his name or who he was, then you can't dream about him. So yeah, that's people will start remembering, and that basically gives Freddy the advantage. So yeah, all the basically those mainly those two names, Freddy and Jason, are spreading quickly. And Freddy again, he regains his power since since again they're remembering who he is, and basically the body count starts rising as fast as possible because it's Freddy's chance to actually get them. Kind of like in again in Freddy vs. Jason with that one character who escaped with Laurie's boyfriend. I forgot his name. But yeah, he remembered and he didn't have the pills to stay up, so it'll be kind of like that. Everyone starts getting killed, which we don't have to do a whole scene of that. It could just be like them talking about it in the news and talking about like the kids are that escaped, and now basically the whole entire Elm Street kids and all Springwood are remembering who he is, and again the body count is rising faster than ever before. So yeah, and now back to Crystal Lake. They're having the same issue with Jason because that body count is also rising just as maybe even faster than Freddy because Jason kills a lot more people, and the reason why is because people are becoming more nosy. You know, they want to know what happened because obviously that big ass explosion that happened in Freddy vs. Jason, they're not gonna leave that alone. People are gonna be curious, check it out. So I guess I would use that where people are like, where the body count is rising because people are going there being stupid, checking it out. Sorry guys, voice crack. And yeah, both Springwood and Crystal. I don't know. I don't even know what the name of the town they're in. I guess just Crystal Lake. They're both noticing that a pattern that with both of these towns, and they're honestly they have to face it that monsters do exist. People who like all these. I don't want to call them horror icons because that's probably what they won't know them as that. So they'll probably see them as something else. I don't know, like monsters or something. But they know that everything's a possibility, and I don't know. I guess killers do exist. Can be killed, and think about after Jason goes to hell. Obviously, Crystal Lake is aware that all these things are going to be happening again, and yeah. So I guess they can bring up the events of Jason goes to hell, kind of like not a rerun, but kind of like bring it up. They can probably like reference it in some scenes of the movie, and what I would do is that maybe I don't know. I don't really know a lot about like consulting and all that. So like, I'm guessing like the mayor of Springwood or something like that. They would work together, both Springwood and Crystal Lake, in a room or something. You know how they have those rooms where they just consult, and what they should do with these crises of all these deaths are happening quickly. Left and right, because yeah, they're afraid that it's never gonna stop. And yeah, they also bring up the events of Jason Casal to them, to Springwood, and kind of explain, they can't kill Jason, you can't destroy him, and again, they explain why, and they've done it before with, I'm pretty sure they're working with the FBI. It was either the government or the FBI, but I would use that where like they know if they do it again, he's just gonna come back, and what's it called so what I would do is that maybe this is how I would bring in Ash because again, this is basically one of the movies that would set it up. This movie will mainly focus on Freddy, Jason, and Ash, and maybe the other characters can come in later, which would be like Michael. Maybe I want the Creeper to be in it. I think he would be pretty cool from Jeepers Creepers, and possibly Ghostface. But there are little issues with having Ghostface because he isn't even. He's not. He's a character that talks about all these films. So how is that gonna work? But I guess this won't be canon to that. So yeah. After that, one of the consultants, I don't know, in the consultation room, they would bring up a possible plan to recruit Ash Williams because let's face it, Ash sucks at covering his tracks and has killed deadites in public before. And this isn't going to be taking place like after the show or anything like that. It's going to be like before the show maybe or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if the show's going to be canon to this universe because Ash, it's going to be a younger Ash. I would use a much younger one. Like I would use Ash like from right after Army of Darkness or something like that, because he was at his prime at that time. So why not? And yeah, the whole Deadite killing thing has obviously spread quickly, because again, Ash doesn't know how to cover his tracks on that, and the public know this, and stories have gone out, and he explains why Ash and possibly a couple of other, I don't know, maybe they'll probably help Ash not just by himself. They'll probably like send like other recruits, like I don't know, maybe like army dudes or something like that, FBI specialists, something like that, to go they basically what they would do is that they would investigate. Maybe they should investigate both Crystal Lake and the Voorhees residence. If you guys don't remember the Voorhees house from Jason Goes to Hell, I would have them go there because the Necronomicon is there. Because they know that if they go there, they could possibly find secrets to defeating Jason. So then they have their Jason problem solved. Well, a solution. But Springwood still has their Freddy issue crisis. And both Springwood and Crystal Lake, they honestly they don't know what to do. Like, how do they fight a demon, or how do they fight someone who lives in the dreams? And that's how they kill them. They don't know anything about dreams. So what they do, it's clear to them. They have to find, um, find someone who specializes in dreams, like in the mythology of it, kind of like Doc, which is like no one even knows who Doc is from Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. But I would use kind of like something like a character like that, maybe even better, maybe like it's a million times better, guys. Like then maybe that's like I don't want to say a witch doctor, but kind of like a witch doctor type. But I don't know if you guys remember who Nightwolf is. I would probably from Mortal Kombat. I would kind of make him a character like that, who can like speak to the dead and the dreams, because usually that's how it is. And yeah, and then for insurance, they'll probably send Ash to do that too for both of these missions. Because honestly, let's face it, Ash is like a badass. They're gonna have to find a way to, use him for both of these missions and possibly fight both Freddy and Jason with his new recruit buddies. They would use. So yeah, after that, they basically got possible resolutions and or solutions, and what they do is that they would go find Ash, who's working at a new store, kind of like the way we see in this would be kind of like a nod to the season 3 trailer with Ash, like, oh yeah, I use my chainsaw to kill deadites, now I use it to slash prices, like I think I'm not really sure because like season 3 hasn't dropped yet, and I'm pretty sure that he probably got a new story, or he possibly got his own story, because it seems like it's all about Ash now, that store. So we would use that. So it'll basically be a grand opening for his new store, and Ash is obviously like, he's a proud manager of his new maybe business that could possibly be even a franchise. So yeah, but that doesn't matter. So then that's when the guys who consult with other people who consult they offer the people who offer propositions who are really sophisticated in that kind of stuff and really and that's like what they major in. So yeah, they kind of explain to Ash, who's again he's in, I don't want to say S mark because like I said, it's like his own. I want to make him have his own store, like I said earlier, and they kind of explain why they need his help, and of course they obviously have to offer Ash some kind of deal, because Ash isn't going to do it for free. Let's face it, that's the kind of Ash. That's the character Ash is. So yeah, he accepts the proposition because he has a great feeling that this could, I don't know, work for the Necronomicon. This could be the work of the Necronomicon. So he explains everything in the strong feeling that there is no purpose. Oh yeah, and also they kind of explain like the Necronomicon from that's possibly in Pamela's house, which I still have to fix because like how are they gonna know that's there, But anyways, he explains like, oh yeah, this is where I just came up with right now. Literally, I just came up with a great idea right now. Is that what would happen is that at some point the Necronomicon disappeared from Ash's secret chest, like you see like in the Evil Dead, Ash versus Evil Dead episode, the first episode. It's in his chest and all that. But at some point it disappeared from there, so he was really confused because it was he went looking for it, and I guess like this is where like I'm gonna have trouble with is that why would he even go to the Voorhees house, like the that we see in Freddy and Jason goes to hell because I don't know, I guess we'll just say like we'll come up with some dumb plot hole, I guess, and say like, oh, something was leading him there, and yeah, this is, like I said, this is the first film, so we are gonna work it out, and yeah, how long has this video been going on? Damn, 12 minutes. That's pretty long. I'm probably just gonna stop it here, guys. Tell me what do you guys think? So far of this movie pitch. There's a lot more explain to do. But yeah, if you guys like this pitch, which I personally don't really like as much. I could do better. Sorry for that Snapchat notification. But yeah, there's like a much better storyline I came up with this, but it's also gonna be, let's face it, like all these movies already have plot holes as it is, so it's extremely hard to work with it. But yeah, if you guys like this movie pitch so far and what I'm explaining to you guys, what could happen in this film, because again, I actually have a lot more to this, which is gonna be real long, but I'll save that for part 2. But if you guys like, even give me feedback. If you guys are giving me more negative feedback and don't like it, then I would totally just abandon this whole pitch and start over with a much better one. But if you guys are actually enjoying it, then give it a like and comment positive feedback, and yeah, once you guys start doing that, the faster the positive feedback drops, the faster I release the second part to this episode. But yeah, guys, I don't worry, guys. I don't get offended by criticism. If you guys don't like it, then you guys don't like it. Then what's the point of continuing this? It's totally cool. But yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this movie pitch so far. Again, what I said earlier. So subscribe, and I see you guys in the next one.